We're excited for the season. I think the girls are more so than I am. They were correct during their interview about their chemistry. I feel like attitudes are better, behavior's better. It's been a long time since I've had girls get along as well as they're getting along now. I won't say it won't change later, but for right now, we're doing really well.
After a 19-year stint as an assistant coach, what?
24.
Oh wow, that's different. Cut that out. As a 24 stint, I need to rewrite my whole thing. As a 24 stint as a assistant coach, what different challenges have you faced being a head coach?
Um, it wasn't much of a change, except I'm in charge now. Under Coach Harris, under Coach Rudisil, I pretty much was the mother over them. I took care of behavior unless it was something that I thought they should handle. Then I would go to them. I handle their grades. They always say, "I don't know how you know, Parker, what goes on, but you find out." So I got. They know that I care about them, and we've worked on our behavior. We've worked on our grades, how we're going to act on court and off the court. So that may be the biggest change.
Can you elaborate on how your father has influenced your coaching style?
Oh my gosh, what a good question. Um, he coached since I was born. I was in the gym constantly before he passed. I mean, we would watch ball games together. We were both big Lady Vols fan too. Most of the time we're fussing, but he was a good coach. He knew the game. He had a more quiet demeanor, but yeah, and I miss him every day.
Can you describe a typical day of practice and how that's been different from previous years?
They know they have to be out and dressed by the time practice starts, or you run for every minute you're late. So that hadn't been a problem because they don't like to run. We have some things that we do consistently with form shots, our stretching, and the seniors are starting to lead that. So if I step out, I come back in and they've already got them in a drill before I even have to ask. But everybody's working hard. The freshmen are really coming along. If they can't do it, at least they try to do what I ask them to do.
You've had 4 or 5 days, maybe 6 days of practice. You've just recently gotten everybody in the gym at the same time because of flu and illness. I guess you're kind of behind at this moment, especially with all the new players.
I feel like, I mean, we got 16 players, 10 are freshmen, 2 sophomores that could be considered freshmen. They didn't get much playing time at all last year. Neat got a little bit, but we really only have 3 people that have good experience. And with the flu, I mean, one time I had to cancel practice. We had 7 people at school because they were sick. So we'll just take it one game at a time, and this is just games to get us ready for district play. I hope we play hard. I want to win, but, you know, it's just to get us better for district.
How do you feel, about the schedule between it? Looks pretty tough.
Yeah, we got some tough games. I've tried to prepare them for Southside, and, of course, all the girls are – it's back and forth with Haywood, and I'm like, quit all the trash talking, prove it on the court. We don't need all that. But they get into the Middleton game and the Southside game, but yeah, we have a tough schedule.
You watched with your dad and you watched from the bench and all that, but Tuesday night it's you're in charge. Are you excited? Are you scared? Or are you a bunch of that?
I'm excited. I'll be a little nervous. I mean, who wouldn't be? But I think the girls will have some nerves too. So I guess we got to calm each other down. So, but I will not be on the referees.
All right. Coming out of the gate, do you expect to play a bunch of players as we've always done?
I guess it depends on how we're playing and if we get in foul trouble. I want to play 5 to 10 people, and I think we can. It's just bringing those freshmen along quicker.
Is the idea in the next 2 weeks to win or to get players out there?
I want to get players out there. I do want to win. I'm not going to sit here and say we don't want to win, but it's all about getting better.
You've talked about the amount of young girls on the team, underclassmen. How do you feel? Does this make you more excited for the future?
Oh, yeah. And we have 2 freshmen that are going to start, and they've got nothing but they hadn't even scratched their potential. Michaela Newbush, Raven Perry, Iris Joy, those are 3 that really stand out. But the rest of the freshmen are coming along, and eventually they're going to get their playing time. And we've got at least 7 or 8 JV games, so which I'm glad to get those others involved so we can get them in the varsity games.
Are you going to use those JV games where they can kind of step up and take a leadership of their own over those games to be prepared for future years on the team?
Yeah, because some of them are still tentative about our defense that we're running or the offense. They're still trying to learn it. So, yeah, I hope they take ownership of that and step up.
All right, thank you.
How far do you feel the team has come in terms of teamwork and synergy?
We have come very far. Chemistry's there. Nobody's being jealous of each other. No hatred or anything.
What do you feel the team should work on the most?
Nothing really. I mean, we work together. We do everything that we supposed to do, and if we messed up,
Like, if we mess up, we hold each other accountable for stuff that we do. So we just being there as a team, talking through stuff and working hard.
From what you said, there's a certain better energy to this year's team. What do you think Coach Parker has brought to make that happen?
Coach Parker has pretty much brought love and support to our team. Last year, we didn't really feel like we had that. It was more just like, get out there, go.
yeah.
So,
Parker, she care. She care about it.
What do you guys personally think that you can bring to the team as leaders?
as leaders, I think patience, since we have more freshmen now than anything. So with us almost out of here, as Nick being a senior, me being a junior, just like being patient, teaching them everything we know.
Yeah, and being motivated.
Like you said, Nevaeh, you're a junior. How do you adapt to that leader position while you're still younger than some girls on the team?
Just learn as I go as well, because I don't know everything, just like they don't know everything. So just keep teaching them and learn myself.
What's it like playing for your dad, in a sense? I mean, you did when you were younger, and you're back again doing that.
I think it's more pressure this year than anything, since I'm more mature than I was back then. So now, knowing that he's going to be there fussing at me still, it's just a lot. Just a lot.
Y'all have talked about all the young players that are coming on. Tomorrow night's not going to be the best you can play all year, right? Because you've got all these young players.
No, y'all going to see more and more each game. It's just first starting out.
And I mean, that's the idea, right? When do you want to be good?
When it's time to go to state.
Yep.
This is for both of you. You guys have had 3 coaches all 4 years of play. How does that affect your play?
Well, every coach has their different plays, so it's a lot of things you got to pick up throughout the 4 years if you played. It's a big change.
I just say every coach, they teach different and they tell their players to do different things. So you just got to pick up on what they want you to do. And, yeah.
How do you stay motivated on and off the court?
Well, for me, I'm always thinking about playing basketball. It's just something I grew up doing and I love doing. So as long as I'm thinking about that, I'm good.
I just keep my head in the book, in the game, and I just stay motivated.
What do you each think is the best thing about this year's team?
We get along very great. This year, we have no drama. Everybody get along, and we just work as a team, not just as one.
Yeah, we really don't have a lot of drama, and That's just about it. Everybody works good together.
What do you personally bring to the team?
I feel like I always have a positive attitude, and I like to push everybody to do what they know how to do.
Same.
How quickly did it go? I mean, you remember last year playing, how quick, and it just seemed like it just was like that, or it's a long time since you played?
Last year went by like fast, like it was a snap.
I feel like the whole 4 years went by way too quick.
Yeah, I'm not ready for.
4 years isn't over yet.
I'm not ready for my last game.
Well, it's almost over. I'm saying, like, since playing as a freshman, being a senior, it came quick.
Do y'all feel like you're the leaders? You need to lead the team, you need to pull the young ones up, because you got a lot of young ones.
Yep. We motivate them like to do things that they say they can't do. Like we tell them, don't use the word can't because it's a possibility that you can do it. If you put your mind to it, you can do it.
All right, y'all got pretty far last year. Think you can go farther this year?
We are
I
going for
definitely think we can.
We're going to state this year.
All right, tell me why.
Because just last year, like I feel like that no hate towards the old coach, but I just felt like it was just not there. Like I don't know, I can't explain it.
We really,
We didn't have no say so over what plays. Like and he'll keep on calling the same play, and it wasn't working for us the last game.
the team picked up on it, like, real quick, and he just wanted us to run the full play. And, like, in basketball, the game moves so fast, you might not even get to run a whole play the time you get the ball.
All right, how's it different now?
Parker let us have our own opinion on what we can run, and if we feel like we can run it right. And she let us practice over it and like put like all the kids' ear to learn the plays. And we didn't do that last year.
Our opinion matters to Parker.
It mattered
'Cause-
last year, but she just didn't have no upper say so.
Would you say she understands you guys as players more?
You know,
Yeah, I think so.
Anybody else got any questions?
oh y'all I ain't trying to go to
All right,
practice.
thank you, girls.
This year, 2022, 2023 basketball season, we got real high expectations for the young men. Go back to last year's team too. We have a lot of kids, with no experience playing, but they had a real great summer, and we still expect a lot of great things from them. And so we're not comparing this team to last year's team, but the expectation of hard work and dedication remain the same.
Coach Petey, the BCHS boys basketball has gone to state for the past 2 years. Are you comfortable with saying that we can go for a third time?
I'm comfortable with saying hard work pays off. When we work hard, that's the plan to get back. But, getting back to state is going to be real hard. And we had a lot of chatter over the summertime and the beginning of the school years. But I told the kids, let's get back hungry and humble and get back to, the way we were last year and take each game, each day by day, and take it from there.
How would you describe your coaching style?
Oh, I would say I'm a player's player. I played here in high school, college, and the pro. So, I kind of feel like I kind of understand what the guys are going through, body aches, long days of practice. So I try to give freedom, but not too much freedom. But just let them go out there and relax and have fun and play the game. So
You have brought a great energy to the team, and you have a great relationship with the guys. How's that grown over the past years?
it's grown a lot. The kids, they grown on me. I've grown on them. And, watching them mature and progress. There's you feel like a proud dad. Watching each year grow and get better. So it's been fun. It's been fun.
As you said, you were in the pros. Do you think that means anything to the guys?
We gotta. They won't say much, but they know. I think deep down inside, they kind of understand. I know especially for like a Dalen. I've been knowing Dalen my whole life, and so he kind of understand. I play pro ball, and they listen. So
Always in the early season, you play a lot of kids. What do you want to get down to? What do you want the rotation to be?
I want to get down to the kids that's gonna be tough. Just gonna get down, dive on the floor, take charges, do the small things. So those are the guys I'm looking for right now. So you do those things, you're gonna play.
All right. 10, 15, doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter if 15 dive on the floor, 15 take charges, 15 gonna play.
All right. How competitive has practice been?
Practice been competitive. The guys been going real hard, and that's how I like it. You compete in practice, you're gonna carry over to the ball games.
You'd coached a lot of years before last year, a lot of teams. How was last year different?
Last year was different. Last year you had a lot of unknowns. You didn't, had a lot of kids who never played before, my first year coaching. So you had a lot of unknowns. But, we all grew together each day. The kids got better. I got better as a coach. And, with the help of the coaching staff. I don't think, I apologize because I don't think I talk about them enough. Without those guys, it's been a lot of long days, calling the coaches, asking for help. I like for their voices to be heard. And, so everything's going pretty good.
Played some preseason games. What have they shown you?
They showing me, they showing me some ups and downs. Showing we got to get tougher. We got to, do the small things. Like the big things, I don't worry about it as much. We got to get the small things down first.
You always played point guard. How many point guards have you got?
If you want to ask, I got 15 because all of them 6 foot and smaller. So I got 15 guards.
All right. What do you expect out of them tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, I want to go out there, play hard, compete, and have fun. That's a rival game. X and the O's go out the door toward the end of the game. It's about who's going to be tougher, who wants it more.
Christian, as a sophomore, what do you bring to your team?
I feel like I can bring competitiveness and energy every day, and just willing to want to get out there, to get back to what they did last year.
Walker, what would you say keeps you motivated?
Coach P's just working us all the time. He keeps us motivated, gets us in the gym, in the weight room. He's always wanting more out of us, and that's what keeps me motivated.
How do you both balance school with basketball?
School and basketball, I've been doing it really all my life. I've always been in sports, so just trying to keep the grades up because, you can't play and if your grades ain't right, so it's starting to get easy as time go by.
As a student athlete, you got to get in the classroom, you got to work, and basketball is just extracurricular, so you get to work, you get to play basketball.
Being the younger guys on the team, how do you adapt to become a leader, and what do you learn from those leaders that are already on the team?
I think they give you guidance to show you how to lead, show you what to do, because to be a leader you gotta follow somebody first to be a leader. So if you were leading right, I think they give you a little help to be a good leader.
I've been on here for 3 years and have some good leaders. You just gotta follow in their footsteps and try to be as good as they were.
You guys have another year on the team or two. How do you have those previous years of going to state championships? How does that make you look forward, or does it put a little weight on your shoulders?
No, not really. It just make you want to do better than what the last year did, Just keep going and keep it going. So you just always out there for improvement.
I've personally never been to Murfreesboro, but I'm looking to do it. And I've seen the previous teams go there. It looks like a whole bunch of fun. I'd like to be a part of it.
Neither one of you were on the roster, the varsity roster last year when the season started. Christian, you got some time as the year went on. Tell me what you did to get yourself from the JV to a varsity uniform.
Just going to them extra practices, the practices that nobody else want to be at on JV, going in there with them when time to get hard, when they got to run, not just going in there when they playing and hooping, just putting in the work on the extra days that nobody else want to do.
Walker, you brought yourself from being on the JV to this point. What'd you do to get there?
You just got to come to practice every day, work as hard as you can. When you got to run, you got to run. You got to dive on the floor. You got to dive on the floor. You just got to do what coach wants you to do, and that'll get you up there.
Tell me about tomorrow night. What do y'all expect from each other?
Tomorrow night, I just know that my team gonna bring the competitiveness. I expect everybody to come out there and do their part.
If we play like we've played in practice, I think we'll have a good turnout, maybe even a win.
What have you seen so far with your? You've played a few games, practice squad games or whatever against, at Fayette or whatever. What's the style? What's y'all style gonna be? You gonna go fast, slow? What you gonna do?
We play pretty fast. Our style is just gonna be off our energy. We play even better when we got the energy and when we flowing as a team and things going right. So once we get our energy going and we hit a couple shots, we just gonna pour it on from there.
Yeah, our team is mostly made up of point guards. We like to work fast, work hard, and we like to work fast.
Being off the court on the bench, how do you keep that leadership mentality to keep your fellow players in the game?
On the bench, defensive chance and stuff like that, talking to the players that's on the floor, you can still be a leader from the outside. Just being on the sideline don't mean you got to sit there and be quiet just because you're on the sideline. You talk on the bench, that's how you get to talk on the court.
Yeah, like Chris said, you gotta be chained on the sideline, get your team going. Even if you're on the bench, you're still helping out on the court.
Anybody? All right, thanks, guys.
Adalyn, as a senior who has played all 4 years, what are you most excited about as your senior year?
I'm excited about this team that we have, our chemistry, and just being a team captain and I'm excited about the team this year we have.
As upperclassmen, what would you say are your responsibilities?
To be vocal, to lead the young guys, the new guys that are coming in.
What can your coaches and your teammates expect from you?
Being a leader and getting all our teammates on the right page and right track.
You have talked about chemistry. How's that different than previous years on the team?
We got a bunch of new guys, a bunch of young guys that come in. So we only got a couple guys with experience. So, yeah.
How does being a leader, what does that mean to you on the team?
Being a leader means to us that it comes with a lot of responsibilities. We got to make sure everybody's doing the right thing and make sure all of us have energy every day at practice and during the games, too.
Tell me about the work y'all have done since last season up till now.
The work we've done since last season,
you did something.
We got every day in the summer, almost every day. We got in the gym, weight room, worked hard, competing against each other.
How's competing against each other now? It changes, or do you still compete against each other?
Still compete.
Think your coach wants you taking charges in practice?
Oh, yes, sir. Every day.
All right. The leaders last year are gone. It's up to you guys. Tell me why you're ready.
Because we have experience from last year. Like he said, the other guys, some of them don't have experience yet.
And how do you do it?
But we know what it takes because we already been there, so it really just like a repeat.
All right, thank you guys.